What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Ultimate B-Man, and I'm here to do a small, well, not small, but a very decent, good duration video. It's gonna be mainly about the news that I recently heard. It's a little bit old by now, but it's still fairly new. The world is going nuts over at the fact that they heard about that Microsoft had renewed the contract, I guess you can put it, of Killer Instinct, and the fighting community is going bananas because of it. And I just wanted to get out there to go and just go ahead and make a video about it, and at the same time play my favorite Killer Instinct game, Killer Instinct Gold, and just to kind of get my thoughts about it, mainly, just to say I'm glad to hear about that the fact that Rare, I don't know, well, Rare is allowing Microsoft to let them fund another Killer Instinct game, or from what people suspect, maybe an HD remake of Killer Instinct, which would be completely fine, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's been how long since we've seen or heard of Killer Instinct, and it's kind of been a while, and to be brutally honest, I think it's about time for Killer Instinct to come back. I was always waiting for Killer Instinct to come back and make a big staple in the fighting game community and whatnot, because it's one of those fighting games that a lot of people liked and a lot of people enjoyed, but for some dumb reason it just disappeared off the map. I mean, after Killer Instinct Gold, that was the last time you saw on the N64, that was the last time you saw anything of Killer Instinct, and people were speculating that maybe that there was going to be seeing how there's so many versus games, people thought that there was going to be a Killer Instinct versus Mortal Kombat, which is something I would quite frankly look forward to. I would look forward to seeing a Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct. I mean, I'd pay good money to see that. Midway and Rare putting their heads together and taking both of their biggest fighting game franchises and pinning them against each other. And to be brutally honest, I like I said, I'd pay good money to see it and to pay for it, or just to play that. But sadly, that was just just a rumor, or just a speculation that maybe that should happen, or just the fans out there just crying out that there needs to be another Killer Instinct game. And it's nice. It was nice to hear something like that. I mean, I was hearing it in certain places and people commenting on YouTube and whatnot on certain videos here and there, but I was like, yeah, that would be great, but for some dumb reason I kind of doubt Rare was going to do something like that, because as of recently, Rare hasn't been making any really big titles, and that is what, to me, is what's killing them, because they used to be this big video game company that made all these other types of games, not just Killer Instinct. I mean, shoot, they made Diddy Kong Racing and Banjo and Kazooie and Tooie and whatnot, and if you look it up, there's a lot of people crying out for games like that to come back. I mean, and the last game that they actually officially made, other than Killer Instinct here, the very last game was Banjo Nuts and Bolts and stuff, and people really hated that and whatnot. But to be brutally honest, it'd be nice to see a Killer Instinct to come back in the fighting game community and actually make a big stand, and actually probably put Rare back on the map. Maybe, just this game is just a start, but I don't know if we're going to get a remake or just a big HD remake, you know what I'm saying? or you know, what I'm trying to say is another Killer Instinct game. You know, Killer Instinct, something, something. You know, but it'd be nice to hear, nice to see Killer Instinct make a comeback and actually, you know, change the way you know, other fighting games are. Because to me, I think Killer Instinct is one of the best fighting games out there. It's just hard to find, and luckily I got my hands on this one, on a copy of this one. You know, I recently bought me an N64 just to play this game again, because this is one of those fighting games that you cannot pass up. And to me, you know, I just enjoy this game so much. It's hard to like turn away from it, you know, because you hear the ultra combo, and you know, you hear the combo breaker, and you know, all your favorite characters and whatnot on this game is great. Now, I didn't play the very first Killer Instinct that much. You know, I mainly watched my cousin play that game to death, and you know, he's the reason why I got into this game. But mainly, you know, when I finally got my hands on this game, I just went ballistic on it. So, but it was nice to see. It's nice to hear that Killer Instinct got mentioned somewhere, and actually got mentioned at this point in 2012. Now, maybe sometime in E3 of 2013, we might maybe hear something from Rare or Microsoft saying that they have an HD remake of Killer Instinct, or maybe a new Killer Instinct game. And you know, the one thing I hope that they do with the new Killer Instinct game is that they make that they put all the characters from both Killer Instinct franchises. You know what I'm saying? For the first one and the second one, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that would be a pretty good roster there, and maybe some new characters here and there. And the one thing that they can't take away is the ultra combos, the combo breakers, and you know, the fatality finishing moves and whatnot. And you know, that's the thing, and that's the main thing that you want in a Killer Instinct game. I would like to see all that come back, and with the way technology is now, I can kind of see it kind of happening. I mean, you know, Killer Instinct has, and also it has like this 3D, 2D fighting game type situation going on. As you can see, the cameras switching and whatnot, and from this video, we're actually moving in a 3D space, but we're actually like on a 2D panel. So it's pretty crazy. That's one thing I really liked about the N64 and whatnot, and you know, one real big reason why I really like this game. This game is just different. It didn't even know what it was, but you know, it's nice to see Killer Instinct. Like I said, it's nice to see it get mentioned again, and I would like to see it come back. It wouldn't hurt nobody and whatnot. I just got ultra combo by combo with combo. That makes sense. But yeah, you know, all the characters and everything. So, but yeah. Another thing is that maybe the newcomers to new people, you may be thinking that this is kind of like Mortal Kombat or something like that. And it's like, this is Mortal Kombat. It's like, no, youngin'. No, little one, it's not. You know, I just want to say that mainly Killer Instinct is just way different than, so say, maybe Street Fighter, or hell, even Tekken, I would say, or even Mortal Kombat, which is what it clearly came from. It originated the type of fighting style and whatnot, but to me, it's a little bit better to Mortal Kombat and whatnot. I mean, you know, Mortal Kombat is one of those big fighting game franchises, and trust me, I'm not shitting on Mortal Kombat. I'm actually a big Mortal Kombat fan. But if you were to put like any Mortal Kombat game against this one, I think I'd still go with Killer Instinct. I think the main reason why it's such a better game is because, to me, somewhat the combos are easier to pull off. I mean, or were easier. I mean, come on. I mean, all the fighting buttons were on the C stick, or all the C buttons if you had an N64, and all you had to do was just rub them together, and pretty much you had a combo, or at least press them in a certain session, or certain ones like up C, down C, left C, left C, left C, right C. You know what I'm saying? And if you hit those buttons in the right way, you probably come out with like a 15-hit combo or something like that, and you wouldn't even know it. But yeah, it was great, and the finishing moves are kind of hard to pull off to me. For me, as you can see, I mainly use Tusk because I only know Tusk is ultra combo, and I try to use Jago, but I forgot. I mean, it's been a while since I played this game, and you know, I was just trying to do his ultra combo, but it just wouldn't pop off like I wanted it to. So, but yeah, you know, it was kind of hard for, you know, some folks here and there, but you know, if you could pull off the ultra combo or pull out the finishing move, you're alright. Like, my little brother can do certain finishing moves for certain characters I can't even do, and I can do ultra combos for some characters that I didn't think I could do. But sometimes I can only pull it off once and that'll be it, or it's just that moment where it's like, oh crap, I'm about to die, and then boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh yeah, ultra combo, you know, and you just go ballistic over that, and that's what made Killer Instinct just so much fun to me, and I can't help but enjoy it. I mean, really, this is the fighting game that, you know, I would like to see come back. I mean, they need to make another Killer Instinct game. I don't see why not. To me, it'd be a big bother if they wouldn't do that, because you know, they'd be like, it's like we just made this big rumor and we actually confirmed it, but that doesn't mean we're gonna do anything with it. So that'd be a complete waste of time to me. But whether they do an HD remake or an actual new Killer Instinct game, I'm up for it. I would like to see what they can do with it, especially it being on 360. I would love to see an HD remake. Love to see Orchid in 3D, in actual 3D form. In HD mode. Orchid was my favorite female character in this game. Pretty obvious, but considering that I'm getting my ass kicked by her. Kinda bites. Kinda bites. But I think I get it right here. You may be thinking, well, why the hell do you keep jumping? Well, that's how I start my ultra combo. That's how, to me, I activate it. That's how I always learned how to activate it, was to jump, low kick, and then just, you know, I think it was left, up, left, right, down, or something like that. I don't know. I don't ever watch my fingers. I usually just watch the screen and just go to work. That's how I work. But yeah, I'd love to see this game come back on shelves, or at least on Xbox Live. So, you know, and maybe some online play. I mean, telling me, I would love to see some online play of this game. I mean, Killer Instinct Online? Fuck yeah. You know, fighting game community I mean, I think this would be the game people would be playing a lot. I mean, I don't think they'd stop playing it. They just keep playing it to the end of time. It'd be like Street Fighter. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna stay over here with Killer Instinct. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Mortal Kombat 9 came out like a year ago or something like that, and after that, I don't think we haven't heard anything. Right now, we hear of Injustice from Midway, and as far as we know of, I mean, I just want to, not to go off subject, but I would like to just throw out that that's kind of a Mortal Kombat clone, just with DC characters in it. I don't want to diss the game because it hasn't came out yet, and I haven't got and I want it, but you know, I just want to throw that out there. I mean, it's Midway. You can't get away from it. you're gonna get that type of rep when you have a game that kind of has the same style of fighting as Mortal Kombat. But anyways, and considering that they had a versus with them with DC and everything, you know, you can't get away from it. But anyways, but yeah, Killer Instinct would be great to bring back to life and whatnot. I mean, I would love to see Killer Instinct, and maybe with a new game, like I said, maybe we might get the versus Mortal Kombat game that we want. You know, Killer Instinct versus Mortal Kombat. You know, if Killer Instinct gets remade, I mean not remade, but you know, made into a new game. If we get a new game out of this game, we might get a versus mode out of this. So, you know, but Killer Instinct is just great. I don't know how to keep explaining it, and I don't want to keep sounding like, oh man, this is such a fanboy, but it's not that I'm a fanboy, I'm just a gamer. And you know, when I play a really good game, I have a mouthpiece to say something about it, I'm willing to say it. This is a really good fighting game, and you guys know, some of y'all may know, I'm a big guy on fighting games, and I don't think I'll ever stop playing fighting games at all, because you know, that's my big advantage, is fighting games, period. And but like I said, you know, I just enjoy them. And but Killer Instinct is one of those games I really enjoy, one of those fighting games I really enjoy a lot. So can't help it. You know, I just gotta show some props to a really good game that deserves a remake or another game or sequel, prequel thing. So, you know, we'll see. Come the year or so, maybe another year or so, we might see it. Or maybe some news in a couple months. We never know. We'll see. Most likely it's probably going to be an Xbox exclusive, because considering Microsoft owns Rare and whatnot, I don't think it'll be on the PS3. So it'll be one of those exclusive fighting games that doesn't go anywhere else but where it's at. So, and all those PS3 users will be like, what? That's bull. But you know, you can't help it. You know, Microsoft owns the company. You guys can't do nothing about it. So what's the point? Right there, I really thought I had the Ultra Combo for Jago, but of course I didn't. And I think, yeah, say Wolf's gonna get me. Yeah, he got me with the bats. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to do when I did this video, I forgot to turn on the blood. Yeah, this game is really an M-rated game. It's not no rated T for teen or anything. It's actually an M-rated game. You just got the choice to turn off the blood, or you have, you know, less, little, or more, or something like that. It depends on how much blood you want it to be. So I forgot to turn it on, but you know, it's all cool. You got Ultra Combo. What a great way to finish this video, right off the plank. And I guess that's the end of this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed playing the game, and maybe enjoyed me maybe commentating a little bit about it. But I want to hear what you guys think of the new Killer Instinct game, and what you guys are hoping for out of it, and you know, what you want to see out of a Killer Instinct game. You want an HD remake, or you want a whole new Killer Instinct game? But I would like to hear what you guys got to say. But anyways, I'm your boy, the Ultimate B-Man, and I'll catch you guys next time.